anytime anybody finds out that I was in the military, they always say that damn statement, thank you for your service. I'm telling you, you want to know a little bit what I did. I probably am that Marine that threw that puppy off the cliff. I'm not, he's next. But still, I was 19 years old, I had 17 terabytes of porn plugged into my computer. I don't know what everybody else was doing, but I can tell you what me and the 9 other guys in my tent were doing for a lot of my service. And before you question that, it was either that or a porta potty outside that had become an easy bake oven. So we took the tent. Now you guys know that I fought for our freedom in Halliburton. I want you to know that I stand up for injustices that I see every day. And the other day, I was in the dildo store and I felt underrepresented. I think dildos need a label on them showing how much bigger they are than the national average penis size. As somebody that struggles with naps, I like to call it naps, there's many struggles that come in everyday life. Sorry. It's not all bad though. When you're more represented in the butt plug section, I cannot say that anal sex has been elusive in my everyday life either. There is one thing you must be aware of, because we are the majority, of us that struggle with naps. Which, again, is the majority. It's everybody sitting in here who struggles with naps, right? Reverse cowgirl. That's not what you do on the first date when you struggle with naps. You're turning over. Safe sex for me, and the majority of us remember, is when I control the thrust. Once I turn over to reverse cowgirl, I mean, if she's got her hands on my knees and her feet underneath, and she's pulling up thinking she's got 8 and I got 6, it's going to be a bad night. And this is if we're talking about her sober. If she's drunk, it's bad. And if it's a man, it's even worse because they got a lot more power. One of the struggles of dealing with naps is that you fall into that rabbit hole of penis enhancement pills and pumps. It's terrible. There was this angry guy on the news the other day, and he's screaming, "These trans people are cutting their dicks off." I get why he's mad. What are they doing with these dicks? Where are they going? How do I get on the transplant list? Have you seen some of these trans women? They got hogs. I'll go for an upgrade. There's got to be a charity out there accepting sad dick pics, because I'm good at that, but I'm bad at fluffing it. I'll tell you that. They got me out there, locks of love, cocks of love. You can't tell me that the science isn't there. John Wayne Bobbitt had his dick cut off in 1993, driven down the road, thrown in a field. They sewed that shit back on, and he did 2 pornos. You can see it. We're 30 years later, it's got to be like changing a tire. I think these trans women are missing out on a lot of money on dick envy. If I was a trans woman and I had a big dick and I didn't want anymore, I'd be on OnlyFans swinging at Who Wants It. I'd be a billionaire tomorrow and I'd get me a Jeff Bezos vagina. Went to the VA the other day. I know you're tired about me talking about dicks. Went to the VA the other day. It was about my asshole. Doc comes in, wasn't a doctor, it was a nurse practitioner. He says, "Hey, am I out of time?"
Yeah, man.
Oh, perfect. He said, "Hey, this is what we're gonna do, we're touch the prostate." I'm like, "Cool, I'm gonna meet the doctor next." Nurse practitioner comes back in, not a doctor. He brings a chaperone. She says, "Don't worry, I'm gonna stand over here facing the wall." That's not a chaperone. I said, "Ma'am, how are you gonna know if I'm being molested? You're not looking at me. Is there a word? Can I yell? Do you need a mirror? Is my asshole the basilisk? I don't know. All I know is this man shoved his finger in my ass, and again, he wasn't a doctor. I berated a woman to look at my asshole. I left that place with no dignity, feeling like I should run because I'm pretty sure I committed harassment." Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.
Give it up for Brady.